Welcome back, guys. Leland here, bringing you another TA of Bitcoin, the GRT, BRPRO, Orchid, Numeraire. That's right, guys. We're going to be talking about all of it today. And if that sounds good to you, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, and let's jump into the charts. But before we do, are you tired of not making money within the crypto market? Did you accidentally buy the top and now we're seeing a massive pullback and you are in losses right now? If you're one of those people, go buy this book, okay? It's only $12.95. It's no joke. This book is going to help you predict the bottoms and buy the bottoms and sell the tops. If you've never learned how to do technical analysis before, I'm going to teach you. Read this book, watch my live streams and my videos, and you're going to understand the technical analysis. Now, technical analysis is not the end all be all. It's not like, oh, this is what's going to happen and this is no, it's a prediction. It gives us leverage within the crypto markets to make an educated decision on where we are going to be taking our positions. I use cold, calculated, and robotic decisions, eliminating any emotional decisions within my trading to make money. Have you been emotional within your trading? If you have, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to teach you how to get those diamond hands. Buy this book, and we're going to make money together. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Bitcoin right now. I want to talk about something with Bitcoin because we can't put the carriage before the horse. We have to talk about what's driving the market, what's going to be influencing the altcoins, right? Bitcoin, obviously. You guys know that. Check it out this is a monthly chart, by the way. Check out the last bull run that we were in from 2016 to 2017 leading up to 2018. Now, you can see over here, we had 2 consecutive red months, 1 red month, then a green, 1 red month, then a green, 1 red month. So we never had more than 2 red monthly candles in a row, correct? Okay, this is where I think Bitcoin is probably going to be taking a bounce. You can see how we kind of hovered above the 21 EMA over here throughout all of these months over here, never really coming down and touching it, right? The only time we ever came down and we touched it and it became kind of iffy was around this area right here. And then when we took a massive dump over here, obviously we were in a bear market once we hit this top, and then we had a bit of a recovery, but that's beside the fact. But look how close we are to the 21 EMA over here. I'm going to be providing you guys simple TAs, simple to understand. It doesn't need to be complex. You can understand the crypto charts by using simple indicators, techniques to make and influence your decisions within the crypto market. Okay, we're going to go over to a daily right now. I want to show you what's happening on the daily with Bitcoin. Okay, we have obviously had a huge run up and we started curving out, looks a little bit bearish, and then we went down below the 200 EMA. That's this purple line right here, and we are below the green line right here. A lot of people are calling this a death cross right here. And that is when the 21 EMA goes below the 200, the 200 EMA. But let me show you something real quick. Okay, we're going to go back in time. We're going to come all the way back over here within the crypto markets and blah, 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 blah. I want to show you guys something over here. Okay, so this looks kind of familiar to where we are right about now. So we had this huge run up and then we started curving out and then we came down and we touched the 21 EMA. But look what happened after that. How big of a drop was this over here with Bitcoin when we went all the way to the bottom? This is about a 41% drop. That's no joke. Currently, we're going through a 53% drop. Let me just come back over here so I can measure it for you guys right quick. And boom, here we are. Let's measure that real quick. Let me show you the drop that we've had over here. A 54% drop within the market. Am I concerned about this? No, because we can clearly see with the data previously in the past that has happened multiple times over here, right? Here. Okay, you guys know that. That's all grand and dandy, but why am I bullish on Bitcoin? Why do I think that Bitcoin is not going to be going down and we are not in a bear market quite yet? Well, this isn't typically what market tops look like within Bitcoin. We typically have a parabolicness with a blow off top before we start going up. This looks like more of a consolidation before we get a little bit more movement to the upside. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking like, hey, this is really concerning right here. This is where we had our death cross, where the 21 EMA goes below the 200-day average. Well, same thing happened back here when we had the liquidity crisis during, you know what happened, last year, we had that death cross over here as well, where we took a pretty big plunge, right? This was the liquidation of the markets. It happened everywhere. The S&P 500, literally all markets, okay? Crypto took a huge dump too, but look at the consolidation of where people started buying at the bottom. It's just started to continue to go back up. So when we had that cross back over, wasn't too many months later, we're talking 2 months later, maybe max, that we went through a little bit of consolidation. And I think that's something very similar what we're going to be going through over here. Now, I mean, if we, talk about the top that happened over here and we kind of line up where these tops were right here. So we had what was that? A 58,000, a 62,000, and then a $65,000 top. That started back in February where we hit that, what was that? $58,000. So February, March, April, May. So we've already been a few months into this. And what I think is going to be happening is the consolidation is going to be going to the side before we have a pump up. Let me show you something that's going to correlate with that. This is the stock to flow model for Bitcoin, okay? This is pretty much like a heat wave. These are the days until the next halving. So starting with purple, that is when, we go through a halving and then we start moving on over, or I'm sorry, the red is where we get to the end of the halving and then a new halving starts and we start on day 0, which is purple. That's going to be this purple area over here. Then we fluctuate over to a blue. And then, no. I'm sorry. I'm mistaken. The red is where we start the halving and then we start going down, and this is counting down the days in the halving. I'm sorry. I was doing it backwards. So the red going over into the orange, into this weird kind of yellow, green, teal, blue kind of color, and then moving our way back up. So you can see within the previous markets, when we had our tops, we were kind of already in this green, kind of greenish, yellowish area. Here was the top over here in 2014. That is when it would turn like yellow, kind of green. And you can see the top of 2017 where it was kind of this green color as well. We are not even really halfway through this bull run right now. We're sitting in yellow, which if we were to go, back in time and see where we were yellow, we were kind of back over here within that area. And then, within the 2017 run, back over here. So we're not even close to completing this stock to flow model. Here's just one reason to why I think we have not hit the top yet. And notice within the yellow, where we always just kind of take a dip within the yellow, right there. You can see the yellow over here. We take a dip before we keep going up. And this is just very healthy within Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin is going to be getting the cross. I don't think this death cross right here is going to be lasting very long. I think they're going to sharpen out very quickly and they're going to cross back over. When that happens, we will probably be breaking out of this a triangle, ascending triangle, or I'm sorry, it's an asymmetrical triangle, and where we will start breaking back above, getting above the 200-day moving average and start moving over. Why, Leland? Why do you think that? Well, let's go over to a weekly chart and I want to show you the indicators, okay? Very strong correlation with the price action. We're going to take a look at the MACD right now, and you can clearly see we have negative momentum moving to the downside as price action is moving up, okay? This is a leading indicator called hidden bullish divergence. And this is on the weekly, guys. Keep that in mind. This is a very, very powerful indicator letting us know that we're not done. We still have a lot higher, much higher highs to be going up to before we're going to be taking any sort of a bigger pullback or a bear market. That's beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Is this where you should be buying Bitcoin? 100%. This is where you should be buying Bitcoin. Maybe not all of your reserves, maybe like 25% of your reserves, or maybe like 35% of your reserves, just in case if we do go down just a little bit further. I still think we might. I'm going to show you that in just a second. But look, we are creating this hidden bullish divergence. Price action's moving up. We're below the 20 on the stochastic RSI. Guys, every time we were below the 20 on the stochastic RSI, we always had a pump up to the upside. You can see back here, 2019, summer of 2019, we hit the bear market low. We were below the 20 on the stochastic RSI. We had a huge run up over here. And then same thing over here. We had the bottom below the 20. Here was the liquidity crisis. Boom, huge run up going up above $10,000. Same thing over here when we consolidated and we broke that trend line. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this, but when we broke that trend line right there and we came back for the retest, you can clearly see resistance all throughout here. And then we broke above, coming back down, retesting, and then taking off. That was the confirmation for the bull run right there, where we started making higher highs. Same thing, below the 20 on the stochastic RSI, huge run up. It's been a minute. It has been a long minute since we have been below here on the stochastic RSI. This is why I think, mixed with the MACD, the stochastic RSI, and even just looking at the RSI right now, we're sitting at the 45 on the RSI. Let me move this over just a little bit. But you can see right here, this is where we're sitting. We're not even overbought. We're not even oversold. We're just sitting right in the middle. But with the combination of these two indicators right here, mixed with the price action, this is telling me that we're looking really bullish. This was a necessary correction that I think was going to be launching us further up into the next area, which is going to be $85,000, $95,000, $100,000. I think once we hit $100,000, that is when Bitcoin is going to start taking a bit more of a pullback. So this is why I don't think we're going to be starting a bear market. There's just too much data suggesting to me that we're going to continue to go up. Okay, great. What does that mean for altcoins? You know what that means. You know exactly what that means. Let's go over. Let's check it out. We're going to move on over to GRT. That's right. We haven't talked about GRT in a minute. I've been waiting for the consolidations to be taking place and to seeing where we're going to be going. We have all of my levels that are happening over here. All of the support levels, which they were just holding up very beautifully right now. The charts do not lie. We came down here and we hit that support level at 52 cents. I do not think we are going to fall below 52 cents unless Bitcoin goes down and touches $24,000, $22,000. That's still very possible. But let's go back one moment, okay? We're gonna go back over to, and we're gonna go to the monthly chart over here. You can see that those levels would be taking us very close down to the 21 EMA on the weekly chart over here, okay? Let's get rid of everything. Right down here, that means we would be touching the 21 EMA on the monthly and then getting the resumption off. Do you realize how incredibly bullish that would be if we were to do that? And if we were to do that, like we were talking about with our indicators, that would only go back to the weekly over here. That would only make our case even stronger with the MACD and the stochastic RSI. Okay, moving on. Just wanted to show you that real quick. Back to GRT, sitting at 75 cents right now. We are going to be looking for levels within GRT to be getting above that 89. You can see if we go over to the daily chart that we are putting in a bit of a double bottom on the daily, guys. This is pretty impressive right here. You can see that we are slowing down. That momentum is slowing down. We hit the bottom, we hit the bottom, and we hit the bottom over here. Each time the percentage is getting less and less further as we go down. So I think this is where we are going to be starting a new trend. This is absolutely oversold like crazy, guys. We went below the 30 on the RSI. You can see that right here. Boom. Below the 30 on the RSI. It had been a minute before, since we had been down there. We're oversold. It's too much. Price will not go down any lower, I feel, at these levels. So the only way is going to be up. There needs to be a bit of a consolidation that we are currently playing out right now after this pretty big drop that we had. We consolidate to the side. We're oversold and we're going to start moving back up. But the real test is for us to get back above 90 cents. I think that's going to be very crucial. As the days go by for GRT, the 21 EMA will probably look something like this. Well, that's going to be giving us a chance to come up and try to break through that 90 on within our price action, getting above that 21 EMA, and the 90 will be giving us support. This is very, very bullish for GRT to start making these new highs and start going on a different trend that's going to be taking us a lot further. But if we go over to the daily, we're going to be taking a look at the MACD, which it's completely zoomed out like crazy right now, and I think it's just because the scales were different between Bitcoin. But you can see negative momentum, positive momentum to the upside over here. Negative momentum is moving up. We are just now coming into the green on the histogram. That's good. That's showing us that we're going to be we're starting to take our recovery, and we need to have a bit of a breakout. But what is this? What structure is this? What pattern is this? I'm going to show you that after we take a look at the indicator. So our momentum, just because our stochastic RSI is way up here and it's going to be going down, doesn't mean price has to be going down. All of this is showing right here is just the momentum of where price is going to be going. So when we get above the 80, we typically have a huge momentum shift that's going to be ensuing out. You can clearly see that happened right here, right here, right here, right here. So there's definitely a pretty big move, that's going to be taking place here within GRT, within the crypto markets very, very soon. You can see we are starting to build that positive momentum on our RSI. We are starting to build strength within our indicators over here. Price action is going to start building up. What pattern is this? Okay, this looks great to me. This looks really great. Are these times to be buying? Yes, 100%. I definitely would be buying down here. It may not be 100% of my reserves because I never go in 100% with my reserves. I always wait. Whether we go down a little bit more, I purchase more. And if we start going up, we start breaking trends, I buy more. I wait for the confirmation, and we give ourselves a higher percentage win rate by doing that. Okay, let's go over to this over here. What structure is this? Let's go down to 4 hour. What structure is GRT putting in right now? Well, to me, this was a descending broadening wedge where you could see we actually broke out, which is very good. Very, very good. You can see we are right here, descending broadening wedge. We had our support, we came up, hit the resistance, back down to support, came up, hit the resistance, we tried to break through again, could not happen, took a little bit further of a dip, and then on the third leg up, which is typically what I like to see within a descending broadening wedge, 1, 2, third leg up, we got a breakout, forming some kind of consolidation pattern, whether that becomes a flag or some kind of triangle, where we're going to start getting that lift off of that 21 EMA and getting back above. Guys, this was a very, very crucial area for us to get back above in GRT in order for us to feel a little bit more bullish about what's going on, kind of giving us a signal like, hey, things are starting to change. Things are starting to shift. I think we've hit our bottom over here. It's very clear that we came down. We don't want to go any lower than 58 cents. Same thing over here, hitting that 58 cents again. So was this the bottom? I think so. I really do think that this is the bottom over here. We're going to start taking lift off. So we had 3 correlations over here, okay? We have the 73-cent area. We have the top of this resistance right here on the broadening wedge. Plus, we're back above the 21 EMA. I want to see that as support. Now, it is totally possible for us to break back down. It's really going to depend on what Bitcoin does. That's going to determine the price action for GRT. So let's catch that support and get the bounce up. If we do, the next area of support, it's straight up and straight down. We're going to go from 73 cents, that was, that bottom over here, straight up to 90 cents. Remember, this is a very important level for us to get above, especially on the daily. Remember what I said, the 21 EMA is going to be coinciding with that 90-cent area. If we can turn that into support, guys, I'm going to be taking I'm going to lean in a little bit harder on GRT because I think we're going to start seeing profits within the near future. That's just a few things I wanted to show you about GRT and why I'm feeling really confident and really bullish about GRT right now. Let's move on over to BPRO, and I want to show you what's going on with BPRO right now. We're forming kind of a very similar double bottom right here, where BPRO doesn't really want to go below that 0.0045 area. You can see that's been a very strong area of support right about there. Now, a lot of other lines that I put in here, these are just the support levels just in case, if BPRO were to drop a little bit lower, but it looks like we are catching that bottom right here. We go over to the daily. We take a look at indicators. What has happened? Well, we've gotten a very nice bullish cross right there. We were down below. Can you see that? Yep. You were down below the 30 on the RSI. That is oversold. Time to buy. That is what that tells me. You were below the 20 on the stochastic RSI as well. Time to buy. That was the bottom for me right there. These are indicators that are telling me, and they're leading indicators letting me know that I think BPRO is going to be going very higher, right? It's not a guarantee. This just gives us leverage. By looking up the data, it gives us leverage in knowing where we are going to be going. So next area of support that resistance that I'm going to be seeing within BPRO is going to be that 0.0066 area. That's going to be coinciding with this resistance line that we have. It's a very big resistance line that we've been trying to break out of for BPRO for quite some time. You can see that this was resistance up here, resistance, all throughout here, huge resistance. We finally got above it, and we were getting the confirmation. And then what happened? We were ready to take off, but no. Bitcoin decided to take a huge dump, unsealing this huge red candle right here. But look at this buying pressure. Look at all that buying. Look at that wick. The price went all the way down to 0.0034, and it pushed all the way back up to buying all the way back up to 0.0063. How big of a dip was that? And how much did we go back up within that wick? Okay, it was an 82% gain. That means had you bought at the bottom of that wick, you would have been up 82% just on that candle alone. Okay, that's a lot of buying pressure. A lot of people getting really bearish about BPRO. I hear people saying it's be broke, and I'm like, guys, everything in the market is doing this right now. This is a low market cap coin with a possibility of having huge potential gains, and I still believe it strongly, very, very strongly. One of the most opportunistic times to be taking a position within a coin is going to be within BPRO. I've made my position in here and I'm leaving it. I'm not touching it. It's going to stay there for the next few years. I'm not touching it, guys. This is one of those possible 100x, 200x coins where they could make or break. So it's up to you guys on what positions you're going to be taking. To me, this is looking really good right now, but ultimately we do need to get back above the 0.0066 area, which is going to be coinciding with that downtrend or that trend line that we have right here, this yellow trend line. Once we can get above that, turn that into support. I want to see a hard support. I want to see that resumption where we start breaking through the 0.0066, the 0.0080, and the 0.0091, approaching that 1 cent area. It's not if, it is when that happens with BPRO. Okay, the indicators are showing us, hey, we got a bullish cross. Hey, momentum's moving to the upside. Hey, we were oversold. Time to buy, guys. Very clear, cut and dry. Where we're going to be going with BPRO is right now to the upside, in my opinion. That is if Bitcoin doesn't take a drop. Hey, are you enjoying this content? Hit that like button. Are you new? Are you getting value out of this? Hit that subscribe button. Consider it. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, we're going to be moving over. I know this is a pretty long video, but hey, this is going to be the ultimate update within the crypto markets of where we're going to be going. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you want to see this. Looking at Orchid over here. What's Orchid doing? Wow. Orchid fell down below the 236 on our Fibonacci retracement. We're currently catching that as support right now. And I think this is going to be the bottom. Why do you say that? Well, just like with everything else right now, guys, we took our bullish cross down here. We were oversold like crazy on the RSI. Can you see that? Yep. And our momentum starting to shift to the upside. I think that is the bottom. That is okay. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Would have been really nice if you could get out towards this top over here, approaching that $1 area. I did have Orchid in this area and I went ahead and I sold just based off the indicators. And now it is time to buy. This is the time to be buying over here. It is not time to be selling. If you were selling, I am sorry, you were losing, and you need to learn how to be getting those diamond hands. Let me show you how to get those diamond hands. Eliminate emotion. Get rid of that fear within your mind in thinking you're going to lose all your money. Okay. Trust me, buy my book, watch my videos. You're going to learn a lot. You're definitely going to be learning a lot. Okay, so back to the indicators over here. Took a bullish cross. We hit the bottom over here. We just went over that, Leland. Come on, bro. Let's move back over to price action. Let's see what's going to be happening, where the next area of resistance and supports are going to be. This is your support down here, 38 cents. We even came all the way back down and hit 27 cents. Ouch. Everything did this, guys. A lot of stuff did this. So I'm going to be looking for price action as we are going to continue to finish up this consolidation. You go over to a 4-hour. What is Orchid doing right now? Where is this next area of resistance that we're seeing? Well, that's going to be right about here. Okay. So we are consolidating. It is about time for us to be taking off. And actually that's going to be going right about there. You can see we're approaching the apex of this triangle right now. We're actually at the apex. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens within this area. We do need to get back above 45 cents. 45 cents to 50 cents is going to be very crucial. If you start seeing Orchid coming up within this price action, it's going to be looking really good because one, you're going to be above the 21 EMA on the 4-hour, and you're going to be trying to get above that 200 EMA as well. And if you can do that and you can turn that 50 cents into support, guys, after 50 cents, we're going to be going up. We're going to be taking a look at 60 cents. And then over here at the 70 cent area, 70 cents is the area that we need to get, above within Orchid in order for us to feel, a little bit better. So is it the bottom down here? I think so. I really do think this is going to be the bottom, and that Orchid is going to be taking the recovery, getting the breakout, and getting back above these levels and continuing the bull run that we are inevitably just going to be playing out. So currently looking really good for Orchid right now. A lot of things are looking like buying opportunities for me within the markets right now. Okay, let's move on over. I know people wanted to see what's happening with in New Cypher. I've been very bearish on New Cypher for quite some time. New Cypher has probably been performing the worst out of all the coins that we talk about with on this channel, where we hit our top over here at about $1.14 and we dropped all the way down to 20 cents, taking an 82% drop. That's a crash, guys. That is a crash if I've ever seen one. It's a huge trend that we've just been on, and we've just been making these lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So there's a lot of things for me on New Cypher that needs to happen before we start feeling bullish about it again. Could this be an opportunistic time for you to be taking a position? Maybe. It's very risky, but yeah, you could be purchasing a 30-cent new cipher right now before we start pumping up to the upside and getting past these resistant areas that are, I think, very crucial for new ciphers. So we're looking at 37 cents, huge resistance area. It's going to be coinciding with the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. I think that's very important for us to get back above and turn that into support. If we do, 48 cents. 48 cents is going to be the next area of resistance, and then 50 cents right there. Then 54 cents. Okay, this is the last area of resistance that I'm thinking if we can get back above 54, 55 cents on new cipher, that's a buy right there. Absolutely 100%. If you can get back above here, turn it into support, and you start getting the resumption and you start heading towards that 60, that is where I'm going to be starting to take my position. But we still have a long ways off before that happens. Let's go over to the daily. Is it a good time to buy new cipher right now? No, it's not. I don't think it's a good time to be buying. Now, not all of these charts are going to be the same. I was very bullish about GRT, BPRO, and Bitcoin, but on this chart, I'm not bullish about everything, guys. New cipher does not look good to me, not even the slightest bit. We are starting to see a bit of a strength gain within our RSI. We are having this upward trajectory very slightly on there. That's giving me a little bit of confidence thinking, okay, there could possibly be a reversal here. This could possibly be the bottom and we start taking a new trend and start moving to the upside. It's very risky. You could make a lot of money by doing it, but there are other charts right now that you can be taking positions in and making way more money and feeling a lot better about it than buying new cipher right now. So we are not ready to be taking positions on here at all. So you can see we did take a bullish cross down here and we're starting to print the green on our histogram. Okay, great. I need more. I need price action to be getting above that 55 in order for me to feel bullish about it. Other than that, guys, we're going to wait. We're going to wait and we're going to see what's going to be happening, what's going to be unfolding with new cipher over here before we can even attempt to make a decision and what's going to be happening. So I'm going to continue to update you on it. I'm not going to harp too much on this because that is really about it for new cipher. Moving on over to Numeraire. Wow, Numeraire seeing some crazy volatility within the markets where we had this drop and we were at the top over here at almost $100. We went to $96, having a 71% correction, and then the bounce up has probably been the most impressive aside from any coin that we've been looking at so far. So from that bottom up to this top over here, Numeraire, has gone up 147% at that top, hitting $90 or $68. This one's probably looking the most bullish out of all of them because right now we are sitting above the 200-day moving average. 200 EMA, and we're slightly below the 21 EMA right now, but we still have 7.5 hours before we can confirm this candle. But if we can hold between the 786 and 618, guys, this is really bullish. This is very bullish for Numeraire right now. This is the area that we wanted to get back above, and currently we're we're very close to it. So we want to see Numeraire right now get it back above that $50 and start using that 21 EMA as support, and then working our way back up to $58. This is the zone right here. Numeraire is looking the best out of pretty much all these coins right now. So that's what we need to do. Hold the 50, go up to $58, stay within this area, and we're going to be looking really bullish. We looked at the daily right here. We took our bullish cross over here. We're starting to print green on the histogram, and our momentum starting to move to the upside really low. We came down really low, 33 on the RSI. Looking pretty good. I like the way Numeraire is looking right now. That was the ultimate buying opportunity. You kind of missed out a little bit, but I think if you were to take a position, I would definitely want to see us hold above that $50 area. If we don't hold above $50, definitely get above. If we don't hold above $50, then you better hold at that 45. And if you start going lower than 45, that's going to be a little concerning for the short term. Nevertheless, I'm still very bullish longer term on Numeraire. But if you wanted to take a position on this, not financial advice, I would wait for it to get back above the $58 area. Get that confirmation before we start seeing takeoff. That would be a buying opportunity for you guys right there, as we will probably be going much higher after that. Okay, Numeraire looking pretty good. Huge double bottom. And this is going all the way back to August of 2020. I love it. Looks really good. We're just having a correction and we're just moving back to the upside. Okay, what other coin are we going to be taking a look at right now? What is a favorite within? What do you guys want to see? Leave a comment down below. What coin do you want to see me go over? Start leaving it in the comments. I'm going to start seeing whichever comment gets the most, or whichever coin starts getting the most attention. You guys can post the coin you want. You guys put the likes on the coin that you want to see. Let me know. I'm going to be looking and then we'll start doing that coin for you guys, definitely. So, you know what? That is about it. I just wanted to show you guys give you a little bit of an overview. Am I forgetting something? I don't think I am. Yeah, we went over everything. Cool. If I miss something, we'll do it in the live stream tonight. I'm going to be a little bit late to the live stream tonight. I do have an appointment. I probably won't be here until about like 5 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time. So going live tonight, 5 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time, PM. Come join. Going to be sending out links to the Discord. Going to be sending out links to the Telegram. Links are going to be down below for that. Go buy my book. It's on Amazon. Link is down below for that as well. Thank you so much for coming by, guys. My name is Leland, and remember, it's all about the TA. I'll catch you guys in the next one.